You know, during this whole thing, I've received all kinds of questions that it occurred to me people could have answered on their own had they had a short overview of how the immune system works. Questions like, as I age, what happens to my immune system? What can I do to help? What won't help? What little pill that they're telling me will turn my immune system around will or won't? What are some of the factors? If I sprain my ankle, should it be elevated, iced? The varying responses to the vaccine. Why did women have a stronger response? When this happened, was it a specific thing that my immune system was doing, or is something out of whack? The immune system is also involved in things like diabetes, arterial diseases, allergies, fever. And so even though the cardiovascular system or the gastric system or even the respiratory system are things that we're really quite familiar with, we know how they work, we know when they're a little out of balance. The immune system is this complex of proteins and cells that are almost treated like a magic little black box. And reality is that they are probably the singly most important system in the body, in that they interact with all the other organ and tissue systems, but by far the least understood. In addition to going through a quick overview for which you will need no background, but if you have a lot of background, there will be a lot of information that will enhance what you already have. We're going to also cover how B cells and T cells, the B cell here, where antibodies are produced as a consequence, memory cells, where every disease you've ever had is stored in memory and the antibodies can be quickly produced, but then the battery of T cells, and the T cells are currently being organized to help make vaccines, and in cancer therapy, the latest and greatest. So we're hoping that in addition, we'll spend a little time comparing the various vaccine types, so you'll understand there's an mRNA vaccines and the other normal vaccines. So let's have some fun.